My name is Charmaine, Councilor for the Almontown Division, and I'm standing right on Somerset Avenue in Franklin Town.
Zero me I come from, but look by me no, look by me no, look by me no.
Somerset Avenue was in a deplorable condition. To God be the glory. Thanks to the mayor, the DAF at KCMC, to God be the glory. So I'm happy today, the second anniversary of being elected to be your councillor, to know that this Somerset Avenue has finally materialized so that the pedestrians are happy, the motorists are happy.
I feel very good because people can stop complaining about the road, and the council, you have big up the council, Charmaine and Daniel, always working, always answering to our call.
It's a big up Charmaine, man. Doing a great job, man, tell man. Couldn't ask nothing more. But I tell us a big up, thumbs up.
It was a disaster. Meaning, when vehicle driving past, car slipping out a patrol, several time accident about to transpire. And looking at it now, it's really a pleasure, it's a blessing. I can tell it's really a tremendous job she have done.
I operate taxi also, definitely on Somerset Avenue. And my view on the road, I very appreciate it. A big shout out to the council.
And Charmaine is a good lady. I give thanks to see her because she's doing a wonderful work. And right now, to make road fix and look beautiful.
Holes, when we stand up in the air, you pass and you don't see my foot, especially one there. One was there, and further down, me sliding at the one down there, so. I wasn't expecting the road to be fixed so quick. Words can't explain. You are good, you are excellent, you are marvelous.
It is not only Somerset Avenue that's been done this year from the DAF program. A section of York Street has also been repaved. I will ensure to be creative using the DAF for the roadworks in my division.
So, this congressman in the US said that Jamaica will feel the consequences for what Prime Minister Andrew Holness said as it relates to the humanitarian crisis in Cuba. Congressman, the blood of Jesus is against you. Andrew Holness is not a mouthpiece for America, nor Donald Trump. Prime Minister Andrew Holness speaks for the people of Jamaica on behalf of the people of Jamaica, and he said nothing that should upset anybody. Yeah? And to the Prime Minister, finally you have spoken up, because we've been saying that anything that happened to one small island nation can happen to the other, and what is going on in Cuba is ungodly. Yeah? And the fact that Cuba is a dictatorship doesn't mean that they should be pressured the way America is dealing with them, because America is in business with China, and China have the same kind of government as Cuba. So before you start bullying Cuba or continue bullying Cuba, then you need to stop the business with China. So leave the Prime Minister alone. I am defending Prime Minister Andrew Holness today because he's my Prime Minister, and what he said is correct. Cuba is our neighbor, and if the humanitarian crisis continue, Cubans will start ending up in Jamaica, and they're going to end up in America too. Yeah? And people are people. You have a problem with the government, and then again, what is it that Cuba has really done to America for this embargo? Over 50 odd years. Time come to lift the embargo on Cuba.
As a Jamaican, may I tell Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness, we no business with the war we are going with America and Iran. We no care if Ayatollah down Iran one dead, yes I know. Only thing me I go tell you, keep your mouth out of people, blood clot business. Because we love our rain alone drop out of our sky. Tell them say you don't watch news, you don't know what go on, we don't watch news. We have enough to deal with Jamaica already. We can't take no more problem.
Jamaica, today you're going to vex with me, so come close and listen to me carefully. Let me say this plainly so nobody don't misunderstand me. This is not a healthcare crisis. This is a national surrender. Jamaica, billions of dollars are being announced, bragged about, paraded in budget speeches. And at the same time, nurses are stepping over bodies at Cornwall Regional Hospital. And if that does not shake you, Jamaica, you are already numb. The government of Jamaica say they've invested billions. The Minister of Health says major renovations. And the Prime Minister says progress. But nurses are outside protesting because there are no beds, no chairs, no space. Jamaica, no dignity. Patients on floors, people waiting hours in pain, and emergency rooms packed like cages. So I'm going to ask you, Jamaica, a very simple question that nobody wants to answer. Where did the money go? Because Jamaica, you don't spend billions and end up with this. You don't renovate and end up with decay. You don't renovate and end up with protest. Jamaica, that math is not mathing. And please do not insult our intelligence with hurricanes and timelines or the "it takes time" speech Jamaicans have been waiting for decades. And this system has been broken before any storms, before all the shortages, and before every excuse. So Jamaica, this is not about weather. This is about misplaced priorities and tolerated incompetence. Jamaica, let's be real. If this was a private hospital for the elites, this would never be allowed. Now here is where I stop protecting feelings and no for uno I go vex with me. Only a few nurses stood up. You see, the rest of Jamaica who has suffered and continue to suffer in these hospitals, they stayed quiet. No mass outrage, no public stand, no flood of people screaming enough is enough. And that, Jamaica, is the real emergency. Because now we are not just victims, we are willing participants. Yes, we have accepted the chair, we have accepted the floor, we have accepted the weight, and we dang sure have accepted the disrespect. And we say, at least it's free. Wanna just be grateful. I saw the thing set. It's just Jamaica. And that mindset, Jamaica, is what's unaliving us. Because Jamaica, you just don't die when the system fails us, you know. You die when we normalize that failure. So let me be brutally honest with you, Jamaica. Most of us Jamaicans did not join the nurses in the protest because we have accepted that this type of treatment and level of care is as good as it gets. We've been trained to endure instead of demand. We've been trained to survive instead of resist. And we've been trained to whisper instead of roaring. And while Jamaicans stay quiet, the system learns one thing. Yeah, man, they'll tolerate this. Now every silent waiting room is permission. Every shrugged shoulder is approval. And every mind my business is a green light. Jamaica, this is not just about nurses alone. This is about all of us. Because today, it's the nurses protesting. And tomorrow, it's you, Jamaica, bleeding in a chair. It's your mother bleeding in a chair. It's your child bleeding in a chair. And don't fool yourself, Jamaica. No amount of money is going to save you when the system collapses. Not when there are no beds. Not when the staff is burnt out. And not when the infrastructure rots. So I am going to say this without any apology. A country that accepts inhumane health care and treatment is a country accepting its own demise. You see, the nurses that stood up, they were not extreme. They were just honest. And so the rest of us in Jamaica need to decide. Are we going to keep surviving quietly? Or are you going to finally admit that the system is unaliving us and silence is definitely helping it. And Jamaica, this is not me being harsh. This is just me telling Uno the truth. Jamaica, today Uno going vex with me, so come close and listen to me carefully. Let me say this plainly so nobody don't misunderstand.
You know why I will never breathe again in Jamaica? The Prime Minister say birth rate hotel low. The Minister felt say birth rate low. And me see Anne-Marie Vaz, daughter Ghana, Miami, gonna have baby. So, and she supposed to know say the birth rate low. Why she never have the picnic out here? Why Anne-Marie Vaz never tell her daughter, say, here, nobody have the baby over there, so come to Jamaica, come have the baby, because say, the birth rate low, and your child can push up the birth rate, eh? So only we idiot, no go kum, out here alone can push up birth rate, while the politician them fly go Miami, or fly go, yes, or fly go Timbuktu, go have them picnic and then carry them back, come out here. Okay, so we Jamaican idiot. Hey, me dear.
Mr. Honest, sir, I'm going to my bed, but Mr. Honest, I have to say some little things to you before I go to my bed, sir. Sir, I said I was so happy. I was so happy when I see the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago hold you and curve you up and shame you. When I look at your face, Mr. Honest, I could see a man that was defeated. You was so hurt. I know you could move your foot left or right. The second time I see that look there on your face. First time I saw that look there on your face, Mr. Honest, is when Mackie G back out in bird surf ticket on you. And I saw the look there, and here comes again when you guys were at the Edda CARICOM meeting. I saw you there. That same look was, and you were defeated and embarrassed. And even the people, the crowd, the whole crowd was applauding her after she was done with you. Is to show you, Mr. Honest, that you're not a good leader. You're a bleeder, you're a wicked, you're a liar, you're a finger-fearing, you're a patacat, you're everything that is bad for the people and for the country. Now you make other Caribbean country have to be looking down on the people of Jamaica to know that our leader, either government, send his people personally to go campaign against sister party in different countries, with different Caribbean countries, which is totally wrong. Mr. Honest, you're not ashamed. Two things I can say about you, Mr. Honest. I think you're a troubled child that grew up and rebelling now, and you use politics to be rebellious because there's nothing else to say. You're just wicked and you're just evil. And yesterday, sir, one of your supporters came up in my inbox and she was saying that PNP grudge y'all because of the light. We grudge y'all because of the light. And if it was PNP in power, y'all wouldn't get back light right now. Let me tell you something, Mr. Honest. You can't frighten everybody and trick everybody. You can't trick me, you know. Because even with that Cuba something, then, Mr. Honest, you do that to make you feel like, say, you can't get with. Look here, you can't trick me, no, I'm an idiot, you know, because you only go and talk about the whole Cuba thing because we are right on your back. And let me tell you something, Mr. Honest, what I realize that you start doing. You need to come off of social media and go use your own brains and think. You sit down and you watch what we're talking about. You watch what we have a problem with and you try to come around the corner one different way, but you still not fix the things that we have to fix because you not take care of the people them. Me hear you CARICOM, I talk about the CARICOM meeting, I talk about you thank everybody else we help out Jamaica in an hurricane. Mr. Honest, you alone get help because no, I see what you do for the people them. You understand, the people them get all 1 week who don't see anybody government personnel who come around for write up them situation, them get 1 freaking week, else them go kick out of the barrel. So Mr. Honest, you, your family, your friends, them benefit from the CARICOM donation, them, because I will not thief up the money, them. Okay, so yeah, that's a 2 of this something. I did want to say to you, sir. And 3, sir, Mr. Honest, you know what is funny? I remember when you was lying to us 10 years ago and tell us that you know that it's a big electric bill that was killing us, and you're going to get rid of it and get the big power company. That was your exact words. And it's frightening to see that all we get is a big increase of 7%. Yeah.
But yes sir, may I go on bed tomorrow?
Big Belly Sky is a Rhyme Up TV. People, God bless you, man, support it. Big Belly Sky is the workers' champion. That you are good youth and God bless you. So support him. Hey, Sky Joe!
My name is Dwayne Poe from the World Immortal Store. I don't know. Rhyme Up TV, man. Tell you about that TV station. Don't touch on the dial, you understand? World Store Love, Rhyme Up TV. Horse, angry.
I'm coming to the world Google. Not about Rhyme Up TV. It's a Rhyme Up. One of the real one them. That's why me stand up here son and do this. That's Rhyme Up. I'm real. And we salute him. You hear that? Rhyme Up, pick up yourself, you know. Rhyme Up!
Yeah, man, I'm here to the Rebel Girl Daniels here representing Rhyme Up. I love you.
Well, I don't know how I kill Marvelous to represent for DJ Rhyme Up. Rhyme Up.
First them on there ain't no stress, then you don't know it. Sean Paul alongside the Rhyme Up. Tell some boy them time up. You don't know it go. Rhyme Up. Play music. Dirty.
Rhyme Up. Well, Globus a Rhyme Up. Because you're real talking. I am telling you.
Come here, talk on this Rhyme Up.